Hi, I'm Jay Gary, Scout Executive and CEO for the Daniel Webster Council, Boy Scouts of America. I've been in New Hampshire since 2017, and I'm happy to call the Granite State my home. I raised my two boys, Owen and Connor, here, who are also Scouts. I was involved in Scouting as a child because it was fun and a place to be myself with my friends. I've always loved being outside, hiking, fishing, and camping. And little did I know then I would go on to make Scouting a full-time career. As a child, I was really shy, and I had a considerable fear of speaking in front of groups of people. It was Scouting that helped me build my self-confidence. So much so that I no longer fear speaking in front of large gatherings. I've been involved as a professional Scout for 28 years, and I know through first-hand experience, having seen generations of Scouts come through the program, that Scouting literally changes the lives of young people as they learn to become productive adults and citizens. Giving to the Friends of Scouting campaign will continue to make a difference in the lives of thousands of boys and girls here in New Hampshire. Please show your voice of support by contributing to our annual Friends of Scouting campaign and help us ensure we can Scout on.
I'm Zachary Richardson from Boy Scout Troop 180 in Dover, New Hampshire. I like Boy Scouts because there are so many daily activities to do. All of these things are fun, and they teach Scouts many useful skills like first aid. There are also merit badges where you can go in depth into a certain subject. You can also see all your friends during the fun outdoor activities.
I have many fond memories of my years in Scouting, but my fondest is when my son, a 6-year-old boy, decided he wanted to join Cub Scouts. The very first pack activity was a space derby, and alongside my son, we built a spacecraft that would fly along a fishing line suspended in the air. On the way to the event, he tells me how he is going to win. I chuckled. Like any parent, I tell him, as long as you try your best and have fun, that is what is important. Well, he ended up winning Space Derby for Tiger Cubs that year, and he said to his mother that evening, when I grow up, I want my son to feel like I do tonight, and will give him this trophy. Many of you know him today as JP up at Hidden Valley. Now imagine being an 11-year-old attending Hidden Valley Scout Camp for the very first time. You're a little bit nervous, but a leader sees you and he sees that you want to turn around and go home with your parents. The leader reaches into his pocket and pulls out a coin with a Scout oath and law on it. He tells the youth, keep this coin with you always, as it will guide you through tough times. Years pass and the leader has lost contact with the youth, but receives an email invite to his Eagle ceremony. Little did the leader know that the youth kept the coin with him always and used it to provide him encouragement through tough moments. At the Eagle ceremony, the Eagle Scout calls up the leader, reaches into his pocket, and gives the coin to the leader and says, please give this to a Scout who you feel needs a little encouragement. That leader was myself, who never expected any recognition in return. Why is Scouting so important to me? Simple. It provides opportunities for our youth to discover their hidden strengths and passions. It gives our youth a chance to experience things they would not normally experience.
Our Scouting story began 7 years ago when Will was just in first grade. He was a shy, extremely quiet child who didn't really enjoy sports at the time. Would you say that's right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at a loss. I want him to feel like he was a part of something. But what? I, like most parents these days, turned to social media and posted a plea. What can I get Will into that isn't sports? And it's not so intimidating. Well, an acquaintance quickly answered and said, Cindy, bring him to our next PAC meeting. And I thought to myself, how did I not think of Scouting? Of course we'll check it out. So, do you remember that? We went to the next PAC meeting, and our timid little Will makes his way in, and he finds a group that he would call his den. A group of kids his age open to a new friend no matter what. And his brand new classroom friend also happened to be there as well. And it really felt like we were meant to belong to this group, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was awesome. Our dearest, closest friends and best people I know are involved in Scouting, and our relationships have really grown over the past 7 years. I saw how Will was growing through the years, gaining confidence, life skills, and leadership skills. Teachers and even some of our family members were asking what we were doing differently because they noticed a huge change in Will, and I simply answered, "It's Scouts." I knew I had to share the importance of the Scouting program with others. When the opportunity came to work for Daniel Webster Council to lead the group with membership and recruiting efforts, I quickly jumped at the chance. I get to talk to parents and families almost every day. I get to share our story and reassure these families that they are making the right choice for their family to join the Scouting movement. When you support the Friends of Scouting campaign, you are literally investing in our future leaders, and I really can't think of anything more important than that. You are creating an outlet for all youth to dive in, find themselves, make instant friends, learn life lessons and skills that will follow them for the rest of their lives. Your generous contribution takes kids like Will and embraces them. Your support provides kids with the tools, the understanding, and the space to develop the trust and lifelong relationships that grow these young people into leaders that inspire other young people to become our future leaders and solution seekers. There is no greater pay it forward effort than this. With your help, we can all be the catalyst for great change in the communities that we continue to serve.
I am a lawyer today because of Scouting. In the 8th grade, I elected to complete the Communications Merit Badge. It's one of over 100 different merit badges Scouts pursue in Scouting. These experiences range from typical merit badges that you'd expect, camping, hiking, backpacking, but it also includes such up-to-date merit badges as composite materials, public health, and digital technology, and includes climbing, citizenship, and graphic arts. I looked over the 9 to 10 professionals listed as merit badge counselors in Manchester for Communications Merit Badge. I picked a lawyer with an office next to City Hall. I didn't know him, and I didn't know anything about lawyers. When I visited, his secretary showed me into his office. I looked at the built-in bookcases and the large desk, and I said to myself, I don't know what lawyers do, but I have got to get me one of these someday. I attended West Point for college. I spent 6 years in the Army. At a point when I would have headed to Central America, I stopped to think about what I might do with a career outside of the military. I remembered my experience with my lawyer counselor. I applied to law school. The rest is history. I've been practicing law in New Hampshire for over 30 years, and it's all thanks to Scouting. Scouting makes a difference in a young person's life. It might even help you select a career. Take the opportunity to support Scouting in your local area. I am glad families before you did so. I represent one Scout who benefited greatly from that prior support. Thank you very much.